Hey everybody, it snowed. It's January in Maine, so that's what it does. Check it out. Time to get rid of some snow. We're gonna do some snow blowing today. We got about 6 inches or so here, I think, last night. And I need a bigger garage, so tractor sitting outside. It'll be a cold start here. Get it going, warmed up a little bit, and get rid of some of this snow. Not too bad. It's a little bit wet. It's kind of warm, 30 degrees out, so wet, heavy snow for us to move. Should be a pretty good time. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about engine warm-ups. So this thing's sitting outside. It's not plugged in. It's plugged in, but it's for a battery charger, because I don't know if you guys have these tractors, but the batteries on them they're only 500 cranking amps, and if I don't put a tender on, it just might not start when it's cold. So warm-up process, I don't know. I've read so many different things. I'd love to hear your comments, but I usually let this thing sit for a few minutes at an idle. It's got the particulate filter on it, so I don't really want it to idle too long, but I also don't want to ruin bearings, so I'll let it run for about 5 minutes at an idle, and then I'll idle it up, slowly drive it out, and turn the PTO on, get that running, just get everything oiled up, and wait a few more minutes before I open it up to 2,500 RPM to start moving snow. Not really sure what the best way to do, but you know, some people say let it really warm up. Some people say don't, because it plugs up the particulate filter. I don't know. Love to hear what you guys do. Tell me what you think. That's how I do it. Not sure if it's right or wrong. Let's get it going. I did a quick video yesterday it was filmed yesterday, about scraping ice off the driveway, and if you've seen that, I'll link it, but in the video I said, this is close enough, I don't really care if it's perfect, because it's January and the driveway doesn't need to be perfect, but at least it's got most of the ice off, right? So then last night it really got cold and froze up. So what we're going to do now is see what kind of a mess I made underneath when I put the snowblower through this ridge of frozen chunks of ice. So we're going to watch that unfold here right now. All that ice, that ridge right there is all the ice, so let's see what it's going to do here. It's chewing it up. Hopefully it doesn't break the ship in. That could have been way worse than it was, so that's pretty good. If you guys can see that, but that's where that big ridge of ice was. Now it's pretty much cleaned right out. myself in a bit of a predicament here. I come down and snowblow by the 2 solar panels I get out here, and turns out a bit icy. And it'll slide into there, so as soon as I put the cameras down, that's what happens. So let's get a GoPro up and let's see how this goes. I gotta shut the door, unfortunately, but let's see. Sliding sideways into this, so I guess we're gonna be all right. Woo! So the GoPro caught that. Wow, I might be stuck. Nope, let's go. Tractor didn't roll out through it. Snowblowed myself a path, but let's see here. Snowblowed a path, but as you can see, it's not how I came out. Oh, it's icy. Oh well. Get out anyway. That's awesome. Well, the driveway's all done. Heavy wet snow, so it's a little bit messy, but not bad. A lot better than it would have been if we hadn't cleaned the ice up yesterday. So I got to go up and do the neighbors next door, and on the other side of them, do both those driveways. So time to go get those cleaned up. There, that's it for this driveway. Nice and easy. Straight shots. Well, actually, it looks like somebody's already plowed this driveway, so all we have is a little bit of cleanup to do, so that'll be nice and easy. Hey there. So this is my aunt's driveway that I was doing, and it's a sheet of ice right now, but it's about what my driveway would look like if I hadn't straightened it up yesterday. But her driveway's stone, so I can't do that. I can't do ice up like that. So it's still pretty slippery. Just going through here now and taking care of the mailboxes. Get all the neighbors' mailboxes, including my own, just to make sure that so I can go down through here. And these are nice. I'm hard to see. Close to it. Just down here. The rest of the snow on the snowbank. Tractor back. So it's incredible. So, after the January thaw here in Maine, you guys that are from Maine know that. You know how this works. Everything turns into a sheet of ice. That's how it is. All right, guys. Well, appreciate you stopping by and checking out what I'm up to today, getting the driveway cleaned up and dealing with all the snow here. So that's it for now. I'll check in with you guys later. Appreciate you stopping by to watch. See ya.